Good morning, students. I welcome you to the online class Standard 8 Subject Physics. And this is Amos Michael, Department of Physics. And this is chapter number 4. We are discussing chapter number 4, energy. And particularly in this class, we are going to learn about the kinetic energy. What are the learning objectives of these presentations? First one, we are going to learn the relationship between the work and energy. See, already we have learned work in the previous class. So in this class we are going to learn about the relationship between work and energy. Next one is unit of energy. Third one is mechanical energy and kinetic energy, and factors determining the kinetic energy. And finally, with some numerical problems, we are going to end this online class. What is the relationship between work and energy? You know that work and energy are two very commonly used terms which are very closely related. See, the ability to do work is known as energy. So, work is the another form of energy. So, in order to do work, you need energy. So, we require energy to cook food, to go to school, to do homework, and various other activities. So for all these activities we need energy. So an object can do work equivalent to the energy it possesses. So the more the energy you consume, the more the work you can do. So energy and work are the same, hence their energy units are the same. So what is that unit of energy? The standard unit of energy is joule, and it is written in the first capital letter alone. So capital you have to write in a capital G symbol, like capital G, so which stands for the standard unit of energy, which means joule. So it is very similar to that of work. So energy is all around us and exists in different forms in nature. So what is the mechanical energy? Mechanical energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its position or state of motion is called mechanical energy. When we hammer a nail into a wood, the moving hammer has mechanical energy. This energy is capable of driving the nail into wood. In other words, the hammer can do work. What are the mechanical energy consists of two energies. One is kinetic energy and another one is potential energy. What do you mean by kinetic energy? It is the energy possessed by an object due to its motion. Simply we can call it as motion energy. So the other name for potential energy is stored energy. So potential energy means the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position. So that is called potential energy. Kinetic energy. The energy of a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. Already I told you. You know that? Yes. A moving cricket ball can do work in pushing back the stumps. Moving water can do work in turning a turbine for generating electricity. Similarly, the third example is moving wind can do work in turning the blades of a windmill. Thus, a moving body is capable of doing work and hence possesses energy. Okay, what are the factors determining kinetic energy? The kinetic energy of a body depends on its mass and speed with which it is moving. So the relation for kinetic energy is kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 m into v square. So simply we can say half mv square, where ke is the kinetic energy of the body, m is the mass of the body, v is the speed or velocity of the body. So the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the square of the velocity, and it is also directly proportional to the mass of the object. Okay, yes. Kinetic energy has only magnitude and it has no direction at all. So therefore it is a scalar quantity. You know what you mean by vector quantity? Vector quantity is a quantity which possess both magnitude and direction. So they are called vector quantities. So here the kinetic energy is a scalar quantity. The standard unit of kinetic energy is joule. When a force of 1 Newton causes a displacement of 1 meter, then the work done is said to be 1 joule. Okay. So all moving bodies have kinetic energy. You look at the pictures here, the athletes are moving very fast. So while moving while running very fast, they are possessing energy, and this energy is called as kinetic energy. So what are the examples? Running athlete, moving car, flowing water, flying kite, and a bullet fired from a gun are some of the examples of kinetic energy. As a moving body possesses energy, it can do work. Okay, good. So here we are going to learn about some of the numerical problems. Problem number 1: calculate the kinetic energy of a body of mass 2 kg moving with a velocity of 0.1 meter per second. So what are the solutions? We know the formula to calculate the kinetic energy is half mv square. So we are going to directly substitute the mass, that is 2 kgs, and velocity is that is 0.1. So in the place of m we are going to substitute 2, and in the place of v we are going to put 0.1 the whole square. Then so if you simplify all those things, you will get 0.01 joule. So thus the kinetic energy of a body is 0.01 joule. Okay. Then problem number 2: two bodies of equal masses move with uniform velocities v and 3v respectively. So the velocity of the second body is nearly 3 times of the velocity of the first body. So but the masses of the two bodies are equal. Then they asked to find the ratio of the kinetic energies. So here is the solution. So the masses of the two bodies are equal, so let the masses of each body be m. We will now write down the expression for the kinetic energies of both the bodies separately. So for case 1, that is for a body of mass m, then when it is moving with the velocity v, then naturally the kinetic energy of the first body is half m into v square. Okay. So now in the second case, so and the mass of the body is m and its velocity is tripled, that is 3v, and the kinetic energy of the body is 1/2 m into, so in the place of v we have to put 3v. So 3v the whole square is equal to 1/2 m into 9v square. 3 square is 9. So v into v square. So 1/2 m into 9v square. So similarly you can write as 9/2 mv square. So now we have to find the ratio of kinetic energies of the two bodies. So we should divide equation 1/2. So we know that the equation kinetic energy of the first body to the kinetic energy of the second body is 1/2 mv square by 9/2 mv square. So by simplifying, you will be left with 1/9 on the right hand side. So thus the ratio of the kinetic energy is 1/9. We can also write down the equation 3 as follows. So the kinetic energy of the the kinetic energy of the second body is equal to 9 times the kinetic energy of the first body. Here how it comes? So simply we are cross multiplying the above equations. So if you multiply 9 into kinetic energy of the first body, that will give you the kinetic energy of the second body. Okay. That is the kinetic energy of the second body is 9 times the kinetic energy of the first body. So from that statement, it is clear that this is example that when the velocity or speed of a body is tripled from v to 3v, then kinetic energy it becomes 9 times. So that is the conclusion we arrive. So that's all, my dear students. I hope that you would understand the concepts clearly. Thank you so much. Have a good day.